Welcome back everyone. I went ahead and did a battery comparison between the iPhone 12 and the iPhone XR, and what I pretty much found was kind of something I was already expecting, but it freaked me out because it just doesn't make any sense, and I'll kind of explain why. This video is not going to be super long. So what this battery comparison consisted of was basically I took my iPhone 12, took my iPhone XR, and a bunch of other phones. I increased the brightness all the way. I closed out of all the apps in the background, and I pretty much just used them until they died. I would just put them on standby time and all sorts of different things. I would make sure all the phones were on. I was literally looking at them for hours and hours and hours while I was doing work. And I just pretty much waited until they died. And 1 hour and 2 minutes into the actual comparison, I found that the iPhone 12 was at 91% and my iPhone XR was at 78%. Now that in and of itself doesn't make any sense to me because my iPhone XR isn't that bad of a battery. It has a bigger battery size, I think, than the iPhone 12. So it doesn't really make any sense why the iPhone XR was doing this poorly. It always had pretty good battery life, so it didn't make any sense to me. Then eventually I checked back in at 2 hours and 56 minutes in, and I saw that my iPhone 12 was at 62% battery life. My iPhone XR was at 31% battery life. Now this iPhone XR has degraded, I think, to about 95% battery, so it's really not that low, and that was something that honestly freaked me out too because I was like, how is it already 31? It's like half the amount of battery life right now. It genuinely did not make any sense to me. And then eventually, this was really weird. At that 4 hour and 31 minute mark, my iPhone 12 was at 44%. My iPhone XR was completely dead. That's exactly, it was like 4 hours and 30 minutes when it died, but I got to film it at 31. And this just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, obviously the test was thorough. I just, did it how I did it. It wasn't anything super crazy. I filmed it, I did it, and the one thing I don't understand, and the only variable that could have changed, was the software. The hardware was the same, the battery life, the battery sizes were the same pretty much from what they were before. So the software was the only thing that changed within the last couple of, at least the last 2 months. And what I can tell you is that iOS 14 has taken a huge toll on the battery life. If you have an iPhone XR that's on iOS 14, you're going to be getting worse battery life than an iPhone XR that is on iOS 13. So that in and of itself is another thing. That's another issue. And so when I look at these things, I just can't, I just have a hard time believing that the iPhone XR is that much worse than the iPhone 12. It doesn't make any sense to me. I genuinely think that the iPhone 12 is probably the better battery life just by a little bit. But I think the iPhone XR, once we get to the end of iOS 14, or even if you want to go downgrade somehow to iOS 13, I don't think there's a way, you'll probably end up getting better battery life that way. But I think as of right now, the iPhone 12 may be the better one, but the iPhone XR will probably end up being the best one at the end of the day. So that really pretty much covers it up for the most part. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that means so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly, everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.